52 Traders, episode 42.
This is how castrated choir boys talk, and this is how I trade. And that way I'm always safe, and even though it's weird, it works.
Over the next year, your host Cam Hawkins gets inside the minds of 52 of the world's best traders to find out if he has what it takes to become one of them. Join Cam every week on the 52 Traders podcast or at 52traders.com to learn how to trade like the pros. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not investment, trading, or financial advice of any kind. Trading is very risky and could lose you all of your capital. Any comments about historical performance are not an indication of future results.
Before we kick things off, remember to register for my free webinar where you can watch me turn simple trading strategies like the one you're going to hear on the show today into fully automatic MetaTrader 4 expert advisors, all in less than 45 minutes, and you get to keep whatever I create. You can register today at automatemytrading.com. What's up, traders? Welcome to another weekly installment of the 52 Traders podcast, and today we're lucky enough to have Timothy Sykes on the show. Tim is an American stock trader, entrepreneur, and Pennystock expert. He's best known for turning his bar mitzvah money into over $4 million by day trading in between classes at university. Tim currently works as a financial activist and educator with more than 2,000 students spread over 60 countries, and he's the founder of Profitly. Welcome, Tim, and thanks for joining me here on the 52 Traders podcast this week.
Thanks for having me, man.
Cool. Right, so I've already mentioned some of your highlights already, and I know that's just a small part of your story. So can you tell the listeners a bit more about you personally and what first attracted you to trading?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a crazy ride ever since my parents gave me control of my bar mitzvah money, roughly $12,000. They thought that I would lose it all, and they thought that it would be a good lesson for me in the stock market to learn, the value of a dollar, kind of like tough love. And I mean, instead, the 12,000 became over 100,000 my senior year of high school, and then I was at nearly $1 million my freshman year of college. So for me, it was just the money. I mean, I never intended to become a day trader or get into penny stocks or anything. I'm from a middle class background, so this was just big money for me, and that's what got me into it. But what's kept me into it is the challenge. It's not just about the money. It's about trying to learn, adapt, refine your discipline, stay disciplined. Sometimes I've lost money along the way. I made over $4 million now, but I've had several losses of over $100,000 when I just make the wrong assumption. I don't stick to my rules. So now, thanks to nearly 20 years, I've become a teacher too. And so I'm trying to kind of be the mentor to people that I never had, because unfortunately I'm entirely self-taught and I learned a lot of the stuff the hard way, and I don't think people should have to. So thanks to all this new technology and social media, I think it is an incredible time to get into trading with all these tools. You just have to study. It's not about, hot picks or alerts. It's about discipline and process and perseverance.
And what do you do outside of trading? What do you do personally?
Travel. I don't have much time, really. My educational business has blown up since I had one of my top students. He was featured on CNN. He turned 1,500 into 1 million. So that kind of went viral. Then I was featured on Larry King and now featured recently on Steve Harvey. So the media has really just been loving my students and my story. So I'm slammed and I love it.
Yeah, I saw the Larry King interview on your website. It was pretty tough by the looks of it. He asked some tricky questions.
He did. He was not a fan of mine. I trade penny stocks, so I'm used to it. I mean, the Wolf of Wall Street is pretty much what most people think of with penny stocks. And so for me, I'm trying to add a little more clarity to what's possible with just trading them and not, actually being a broker, not like pitching scams. But actually just trading them and using the volatility. As we're filming this interview, today is a record day. I don't know if you want to type in some tickers, but KONE has gone from the 1s to the 9s, now down to the 6s, all in a few hours. Like the penny stock volatility right now, and this is as the markets are down in the U.S. here, 0.25% on the day. So not a very volatile day, but there are some insane winners right now.
And just, so this is one of the questions I don't ask, but how would somebody, one of the listeners out there, get into penny stocks? I mean, what's the sort of first move they need to make? Okay, so that was the first part of the show. Now, to hear the full episode, the best bits, join the family at 52traders.com. They usually go for about 45 minutes to an hour long, and trust me, these shows are great. They give us so much insight. Now, if you want to get there quickly, all you need to do is jump into the show description on your phone, and there's a link taking you directly to 52traders.com, where you can join the family over there and listen to the full episode. Now, in the rest of the show, I cover off what my traders do differently from the rest of us. So what is it that they're doing that we're not doing? What their typical trading day looks like, what they would do if they had a day job now and wanted to trade for a living, their preferred trading strategy, so actually how does it work? What we should be educating ourselves on when we're looking at a price chart, so what indicators we should use, what price levels, what chart patterns, all those sorts of things. Also, we touch on fundamentals as well, so how do we use news to our advantage? Trading psychology, tips, tricks, techniques, we go through those. Exiting trades, managing trades that you've got running, so we talk about their strategies. They give you strategies for exiting and managing trades. Books to read, websites to visit, all the best ones. Something that you should try and master over the next month, the broker and platform they use. And finally, last but not least, they give us a full trading strategy, so something you guys can try out at home on your PC this week in the markets if you wish. Now, to get the full episode, you need to jump onto 52traders.com, join the family. As I said, it usually goes on for 45 minutes to an hour, and there's a link in the show description, so if you're on your phone, just jump on there, tap the link, and it'll take you straight to 52traders.com. Now, if you're thinking about learning to automate any of your trading, hiring a developer, learning to code, that sort of thing, then before you do that, jump onto my other website, automatemytrading.com. So if you're interested in automating some or all of your trading, then jump onto automatemytrading.com and you'll see me over there. For now, to hear the rest of this episode, all you need to do is click on the link in the show description or go to 52traders.com. See you there.